Thwip, 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 thwip. Wait a minute. No, she's more zap, 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 zap.
Welcome into issue 20 of Comic Cast Video. John Lee here.
Hey, with Michael Carroll.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we got zap, 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 zap. We have big news out of Sony. We have Olivia Wilde and SpiderWoman coming to a theater near you in a few years, and she's dubbed to direct the movie, and it's gonna be a Sony project. We have no idea if Kevin Feige is gonna be at all involved, and this is quite possibly one of the biggest upcoming directors by an actress or actor. She is she's red hot right now, or white hot, I guess you would say. She directed Booksmart, which was one of the best reviewed movies of last year. Big success for debut, I guess you would say, for Olivia Wilde for her first debut. And she also, I think she penned another movie, and she's going to be directing a new movie for New Line called Don't Worry Darling, which is a psychological thriller, which, by the way, has a great casting. It has Florence Pugh, who's going to be coming off of Black Widow. You have Chris Pine coming off of Wonder Woman. You have Shia LaBeouf, and you have Dakota Johnson. So big 4 stars there. Very excited for that to come up. In terms of jumping on a director, I think this may be one of the best decisions Sony's ever made. We know Sony fumbles a lot of things, and the biggest difference here, though, is it almost feels like she should be in the MCU, doesn't it? The way that the character is. She doesn't really get bit by a spider. She gets injected from her dad because of all this poisoning that this whole big different background. She does get injected with, like, I guess, spider venom, I guess you would say, or DNA, and then changes her body, and it fits in with a lot of like the Shield and Avengers type of characters. It would not surprise me if Kevin Feige jumps in and co-produces it with Amy Pascal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked by that either. I think Olivia Wilde, bringing her into the fold is such a brilliant, smart move. She proved what she can do, and seeing her continue to grow, she seems to be, like you said, the hot name right now in terms of directing. So or one of the hot names in terms of directing. So bringing her into this movie makes me excited, because Sony typically doesn't make me excited outside of the main Spider-Man movies, and that's because Marvel Studios is involved. I have concerns when Sony does something, but this is actually like a good, solid move that I liked. When I first saw the news, I was very genuinely excited by it. I think, again, she can bring a focus in terms of character. We talked a lot about this on our audio podcast with Matt Reeves and what he's going to do with the Batman, focusing on character. And I think she can do that. And seeing her, we're assuming it's Jessica Drew and Spider-Woman, seeing her take that character and shape and mold that character, and it's the first entry of what hopefully will be a lot more. I think I have high hopes. I have high expectations for it.
Mm-hmm. And you said we think it's going to be Jessica Drew because majority of that run is Jessica Drew, and then we also saw Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane Watson be Spider-Woman. I guess second, you would probably put Gwen Stacy. I guess it'd be a decent way to introduce Gwen Stacy. And down dead last would be Mary Jane Watson, because I think the Mary Jane that they're using in the Spider-Man movies is Michelle. So I don't think that they're going to be introducing another MJ character, because Michelle is essentially that character. And to take away from what they're doing with the Spider-Man franchise, the arc that she's building, to take her away from that franchise and put her into a different movie, I don't think it makes sense. But then again, Sony does a lot of things that doesn't make sense. But I'll give them a little bit of rope here. Not going to be doing Mary Jane Watson because they have the Michelle character. So odds-on favorite Jessica Drew, and the couple of names that I saw. The first big name that I saw that kept popping up over the timeline when we saw this news come up on Wednesday night was Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley coming off another big franchise. There are speculations on whether or not she wants to jump into another franchise type of role. None of this is coming from her camp. It's just people speculating. And the other thing is, I mean, she is a British character. Oh, well, I think she was born in America, then moved to the UK when she was really
I
young.
think.
And so you want to get, I guess, a British character, an actress, and Daisy Ridley kind of makes sense. I guess pretty well-known actress, coming off the Spider-Man or the Star Wars franchises, and so that's not a bad choice. Mine though, I kind of look at it and go, somebody that has a kind of an athletic build that can do a lot of her own stunts, Alicia Vikander. And I
Oh.
Googled it real quick, and there was a rumor back in February that she could be up for a role in Spider-Woman. And so I'm like, oh, this kind of makes my, senses kind of tingle and get more excited. I kind of wish that I love Daisy Ridley, but I think that Alicia Vikander kind of fits that body type a little better. Even though they're both similar physique, I would say that Alicia Vikander can get to very fit type of role because she has done it for the Tomb Raider movie, and the new Tomb Raider movie that she's going to be coming out with. I'm assuming she's going to be in another great, amazing shape. And you saw she performed some of her stunts in that movie, so I feel like she'd be a better fit, even though she is a Scottish actress. I think she can kind of tweak her accent to become a little bit more English.
I like your pick. I think that's a brilliant pick. I lean towards Felicity Jones, who was the main actress in Rogue One. I think she briefly appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was supposed to be, God, what was it? I forget the character's name in that movie, but I think she could. I think we've seen she can lead a movie previously. I think she has the acting chops to do it. I don't know about in terms of stunts and things. Like I'd have to see more from her for that, but I think she could do it. Like I think it would be interesting, and I really haven't seen too much of Felicity Jones, but I think like I would like to see more. And in this role, possibly would be really cool.
Mm-hmm. And I think that role that you were talking about was she was talking about Black Cat. And I
That's
think
it.
late last year she said that she would love to play that Black Cat character again. Who knows? She may come back to play that character, but I would assume that Sony might try to cast somebody a little younger, maybe closer to Tom Holland's age, because they do have this run-in and kind of a flirtatious relationship, I guess you would say. And Felicity Jones is 36 right now, so I would think that even though she may want the role, it might go to somebody a little younger. But I love all of those choices for Spider-Woman, and I'm actually excited for this project, and I'd be even more excited if Kevin Feige gets involved and involves some of the Avengers or something like that, or Shield or something like that, because I guess Shield might be gone by that point, and they might do Sword or something. So it's going to be very exciting. And maybe uh, after Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, in terms of Sony products, it might shoot up to be the second most anticipated Sony project in terms of Marvel that we've maybe ever gotten. I mean, I don't think Morbius was that, or I don't think that Venom is that, or Venom 2 is that. I don't think Black Cat or Silver Sable, whatever, if they're going to be actually doing that, I don't think that's that. I think the Spider-Woman or Madam Web is not that either. So I think Spider-Woman combined with Olivia Wilde, with the possibility of either Daisy Ridley, Alicia Vikander, or your pick, Felicity Jones, I think that kind of instantly shoots up to number two.
The elements are here. Like the ingredients are starting to form, and I think we have a potential here. We have the potential for something special. We'll have to wait and see if Sony meddles with the formula, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that if you hire somebody like Olivia Wilde, you kind of let her do her thing,
Right?
and and then just see how the project turns out. And if you don't like it, you move on and pick somebody else for the second movie. So, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. If you think our picks for Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew are bad, then just just write down just don't give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give us a thumbs up, but
Yeah.
tell us who you want below. If you guys like what you heard, hit subscribe and turn that bell on for notifications.
Slap the bell.
And if you want more, an extended version of this video podcast, we have an audio podcast that you guys can listen to. It's on every major podcast platform. It's on Comic Cast, so follow it there and listen.
Yeah, listen right now. Do it.
And follow us on Twitter. I'm at One Punch.
I'm at producer Mike 975.
Until next time.
See ya. Bye. Zap, 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 zap.